Well, Madam C.J. Walker, most everyone has heard of her. And because when I'm in a crowd, let's say 1,000 people, and I ask, how many here of Madam C.J. Walker? And hands go up everywhere. She's an incredible person. She fought against lynching. She gave money for fighting against lynching. She went to Washington, D.C. to help create legislation against lynching. She was a woman of great character who helped to develop entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs. And yet the question I generally have in a situation like that is, okay, what well did she draw her water from? What shoulders did she stand on to become who she was? And so I bumped into Annie Malone. And hardly in that same crowd of 1,000 people, you might have 99% of the folks raising their hand about Annie Malone, about Madam C.J. Walker, but then you might have 3 or 4 people saying they know who Annie Malone is.
Correct.
So I figured I'm going to make it part of my life mission is to help people know about who Annie Malone is.
Yes.
Because she was...
Yes, go ahead. Go right ahead, sir. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. She was...
Oh, no. She was an incredible person. She was actually... she trained up over 75,000 women entrepreneurs. She trained Madam C.J. Walker in 1905, and Madam C.J. Walker became a Poro agent, because that was the name of her college, Poro College. She built this beautiful building in St. Louis, Missouri, 4 stories high. It looks. I have an original book that people can get off Amazon if they go to porocollege.com. And Poro College, it's just very simple. The first word is 4 letters. Poro, P as in Paul, O as in ocean, R as in Ralph, O as in ocean, Poro, like P-O-R-O, college.com. And they'll see this building, and then they'll also see a booklet that she published back in 1926. And a part of my Black History collection, I have an original one of those 1926 booklets. There's very few of them around. And when you open up the booklet, the first thing you start looking at is how incredible this building is. It's like it's straight. If I just showed you a picture of some of the rooms, you would swear it's out of Wall Street, in New York. And this particular building was a building where she trained up, as I mentioned, over 75,000 women entrepreneurs who she gave cash awards to for saving accounts or home purchases. She gave a diamond ring to them after 5 years of service. Her philanthropy toward them and toward others was legendary. And this building is just an incredible place that she created for this. She owned a whole city block in Chicago. She paid, imagine this, 1926 alone, she paid over $40,000 in taxes. Just think about that.
Amazing.
One of the first people in the entire state of Missouri to own a Rolls Royce. And
so who was actually the very first self-made female African-American millionaire? Was it Annie Malone, or was it, I mean, not that it, is something we should, compare on any level, but I'm just curious because I've always grown up thinking it was Madam C.J. Walker with all of her, things and accomplishments.
Yeah, from all the research I've done, if I were a betting man, and I'm not a gambling man, but if I were, I'd bet the farm that Annie Malone was the first millionaires of African descent, female millionaires in the country.
And that's what I'm getting.
Timing.
Why? How on this earth? I try to figure this out as well. How did? And I love both, and all the things that they
no
stand for.
They both are wonderful. Yes.
Absolutely.
And that's not even part of the discussion here.
Right, exactly. But how on this earth did Madam C.J. Walker take all the things that she learned, which I'm sure was a wonderful tribute to Annie Malone, and it seems that it seems like we only remember or know of the accomplishments of the student as opposed to the teacher.
I think a lot of it had to do with Annie Malone, what happened is that she ended up getting married in, I think it was 1924-ish, right around there. And what happened is that after she got married, her husband, he was not a very good man, and he caused such incredible problems for her that I just shake my head, and felt that he was due so much more than and they ended up getting divorced. Let me put it that way.
Wow.
And from that point on, what happened is her business became. She was a very. If you look at her building and everything that she did, it was incredible, impeccable. Clean. It was orderly. It was. I mean, you could see the record system she had. My point being is that this was an incredible person. But once after the wedding, then what happened is that he began to sabotage everything. And she never recovered. Then the IRS got involved, and she never recovered from that at all. Here's a college that employed in 1926 175 people with franchise outlets in North America, South America, Africa, the Philippines. A wealthy woman, and then at the end of her life, she pretty much dies destitute. And all that's left right now is the orphanage, the Annie Malone Orphanage, that was a facility on Good Avenue. I don't know if you remember the song "Johnny Be Good" by Chuck Berry.
Yes.
He grew up on Good Avenue, right around the corner, and that's where the spelling Johnny Be Good, Goode, in the song, it comes from that Good Avenue.
All this time, I thought it was just Johnny Be Good, Good. So
yes, Goode. Wow. If you look it up on the internet, you'll see that's how it's spelled.
Wow.
And he later became a beautician under the Poro system. He graduated in 1952 because he thought the music thing wasn't going to work, and so he became a beautician. And of course, his songs just took off, and he never went back to it. But
right, amazing.